There's a tape in Chapter 5 that everyone listened to for one reason, the word Tokyo. But this tape proves something much bigger. It proves Leith Pierre already had a plan to keep going without the main factory, days before the hour of joy. And knowing who he is, that's not a coincidence.
Leith, I've been reviewing your concerns about our head of shipping.
He's becoming some sort of people's champion. Now too many noses are sniffing around. We deal with this now, we'll make him a martyr.
Not if we deal with it the right way.
Oh?
I think Mr. Lovitz is due for a promotion.
You're serious?
Oh, he can't be the people's champion if he's one of us. Up his pay, his title, new parking spot. Give him a new car, too. Let everyone think he's sold his soul.
And if it doesn't work?
You worry too much. Try focusing on the bigger picture. Our friends in Tokyo are coming up to speed. At this rate, this factory won't even be our main focus in a few short years.
And the park?
Renovations are underway. I'll be inspecting the premises next week, 7th to the 12th. I trust you won't burn this place down in my absence.
I'll do my best. Though I won't lie, this place is feeling more like a powder keg every day.
It's August 1995. Richard Lovitz, head of shipping, has become too popular, people's champion. And it's Pierre who's worried. Not about ethics. About exposure. Too many noses sniffing around, he says. Ritterman's fix is simple, buy Lovitz off. A title, a raise, a parking spot, a new car. Corrupt him quietly so no one can call him a hero anymore. Standard playbook. But that's not the line that matters here. That's the real line on this tape. Not Lovitz. Not the promotion. And Pierre's own reaction says everything. He laughs it off, but then adds, almost involuntarily, this place is feeling more like a powder keg every day. Why does this line change everything? Because it's not said like good news. It's said like reassurance. Pierre is worried about an internal threat, an employee too visible, too well-liked. And Ritterman's answer is basically, don't worry, we won't depend on this place much longer. That's not the language of a company expanding. That's the language of a company preparing an exit. And you have to understand who we're dealing with. Leith Pierre builds traps within traps. The tape you find at the end of Chapter 4 is itself a trap. The moment you play it, it sets off an alarm, and that's exactly what kicks off Huggy's chase at the start of Chapter 5. He weaponized his own information against anyone who came looking. And here's what really seals it, we know what he did right after the hour of joy. Once the factory was destroyed, Pierre sent survivors back in to recover toy parts from the wreckage, almost certainly to continue the bigger body's initiative somewhere else. That's not a theory. That's confirmed. He acted like a man who already had a backup plan ready to go. Leith Pierre was already treating the main factory as expendable. And Tokyo wasn't some lucky business opportunity. It was the plan he'd already built for the day this whole thing came crashing down. And there's one more detail. On this same tape, Ritterman confirms he'll be inspecting the premises next week, the 7th to the 12th. Ritterman's trip covers the 7th through the 12th, August 8th, the exact day of the hour of joy, falls right in the middle of it. So Ritterman is gone. Pierre stays behind. And Pierre is the one who survives, the one who's already moving resources the moment the dust settles. And there's a canon detail that makes this even more unsettling. In Chapter 4, the Warden himself explains that pulling off the hour of joy required executive-level access to bypass the factory's failsafes. And only 4 people in the entire company had that level of clearance. The Warden, Stella Graber, Eddie Ritterman, And Leith Pierre. The game itself is already asking, did one of the four let it happen? Ritterman is conveniently out of the building. Pierre is conveniently the one still standing, and the one ready to act. Whatever really happened that week, those two men were not just talking business. They were talking about a future that didn't need this factory anymore, right before the factory stopped existing. So no, this tape isn't just, oh cool, Tokyo exists. It's proof that Leith Pierre was already thinking about the aftermath before the collapse even happened. He knew it was coming. Maybe not the exact date, maybe not the exact shape, but he knew, and he prepared for it. And now the real question is, what are we eventually going to find in Tokyo? Let me know in the comments. And if this interests you, the full video on Tokyo is coming soon, subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching.